Yo, what's up, guys? This was recorded before all the blue zones returned. This is me doing all the blue zones before they put them all in one thingy, where you can now do all the blue zones in one thingy. So that was my first recording. Is me recording myself, clearing them all for the first time. I'm gonna do another recording, clearing them all again, and doing it again. But that's not what this video is. You're gonna see that video later. The video's not outdated. Shut up. Shut up, dude. What's going on, guys? The Ironcane here, back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And if you guys are not aware, they are permanently getting rid of every single red zone and every single supreme magnificent battle zone or blue zone. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure to complete every single blue zone. I'm not really super pressed or worried about the missions, because all that really matters is just completing them. As long as you complete them, you will get the completion power level and stones for doing so. So that's what we're doing today. I believe the red zone video by this point would probably already be out. So our goal is to complete every single blue zone. I think I completed the most recent ones. I remember the hybrids probably being the last drops for this. And I remember those also being a pain in the butt. But I did all the red zones. I think the last ones I had to do for that, I think I had to do like Tamagami 1, and luckily I was able to do that, so we should be good. Are you high-key fumbled the intro? Can you redo it? What's going on? No, I'm playing. So as I'm recording this, Dokkan dropped its first teaser for the 11th anniversary about 42 minutes ago, and it was a trailer.
Iron, who do you think Kenny will be?
So I was just about to get into that. So Dokkan just recently dropped a... Damn, bro, that's good, bro. Bro, I feel like running a mile, bro. Oh my god, that OST is going absolutely insane. Anyways, what was the question? Oh yeah, so the 11th anniversary just got teased like 43 minutes ago. And they showed some clips of like Saiyan Saga characters, and they ended off with the Namek Saga. So what I'm curious about is, so for context, in September, Truth and I went to Community Fest, and in the new game mode, it was centered around the Namek Saga. So like we had a Namek Saga team and we had a Ginyu Force team, and it was like, you know, like a JRPG, which is really cool. Like each individual unit had their own health. You could swap people in and out against... Dude, I'm actually like out of breath after doing that. Oh my god. The event is really sick, but what's interesting is the teaser featured Namek Saga. That new game mode had Namek Saga. Is that connected? That is like the question, right? Oh, that gym going to be no stamina training? Dude, I have been doing cardio, bro. I swear to God, man. I think the next trailer will be Majin Buu Saga and Daima. I wouldn't be surprised if it led into Daima. I would not be shocked. I think that, like, the thing is, if it was Namek, that makes sense to me. And if it was Daima, that makes a lot of sense to me. I hope you're doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps to tone the muscle. I'm trying to build, bro. I'm trying to get big, bro. I'm not trying to tone, man. I'm doing 8 to 10, bro. And then if it's easy, I will throw in the 12. 12 to 15 every exercise? You're crazy, man. I mean, not to smack talk that. I mean, that is good. It depends what your goals are. Iron, do you bench? It's funny, I worked out with Geek and we did chest and tries, and he has a Planet Fitness gym membership. And what I hate about Planet Fitness is that they don't have any flat benches. All they have is the assisted long bars. So like I think that's good for squats, but I also don't really like it for squats either. But I hate it for bench. I hate it for bench because it just restricts your movement so much. Like it was low-key hurting my back. The Smith machine, yeah, I hate the Smith machine, dude. Skill issue, to be honest. Yeah, you got me. Don't sleep on Smith inclines. I would rather just do normal incline, man. I don't know, because I don't trust myself to like Because, like, getting underneath the bar, like, Kurtz is going to hate editing for this. He was like, I don't know what he's going to do for the visuals. But, like, getting underneath the bar and under a Smith machine, it felt like I was playing Limbo, dude. Like, I don't know. It was just very difficult and uncomfortable. Smith machine hate is crazy. I don't like it, bro. For squats, I feel like... I think the biggest issue for me is that it restricts your movement. I think for squats, I don't hate it for squats because it's safer. For chest, I really don't like it at all. Smith incline is top to upper chest. So you're going to tell me a Smith incline is better than just doing normal incline with like a free bar or a free bench? Your favorite muscle to work out? I mean, I like back days. It's serious and it's been proven. To be fair, I hated flat bench on the Smith machine. I hated it. Incline was a little bit better. I still didn't like it. Because when I do incline, I like lift the bar out and I bring it in front and I bring it to my chest and I bring it out. I can't do that on a Smith machine. But it's way easier to tuck my arms on an incline Smith. That is fair. I have heard that like when you really like tuck in your elbows, or I don't know. This might not even be correct. But I think to like really protect your shoulders, you're supposed to really like tuck in your elbows when you bench. To like make sure that you're not using your shoulders or anything else when you bench. So that probably is safest to do on a Smith machine as opposed to doing it like free. But I just hate the way it restricts your movement, man. My gym is so busy. Dude, it's the new year, new me's, bro. If you're going at the gym anytime after like 3 p.m., I would say it's probably pretty chopped. Lifting for PRs helps to see progress. So let me ask you, what are you lifting for regularly? You know, like, I just don't understand what you mean by that, because if you're saying PRs help to see progress, are you not gradually increasing the weight or the reps when you lift normally? You have to, like, chase a PR to do that? Like, say, for example, you're lifting on a bench, you're doing 25 pounds, right? Let's just say you're doing 25 pounds. And you've been doing 25 pounds a lot. You try 30, but it's too much, and you just can't do it. So what you could do is, when you do 25, you've been doing 8 reps for 4 sets. Maybe shoot for 10, right? And then maybe you still don't want to do 30 yet. You want to be really comfortable with 30. Next time you come into the gym, do 12 reps all 4 sets if you can. And then after that, then you do the 35. Like, I don't really see what the purpose is to like just jump, like, say you do 4 sets of 8, 25, you jump right to like, I don't know, 45. You get 1 rep out, and you're like, yeah, dude, I did 45 pounds. And it's just like, well, if you actually try to do a full set of that, maybe you'll do, like, 4 to 5 reps max? I don't know. Progress is dependent on the person. Well, no, shit. I'm not arguing that. What I'm trying to say to people is, you just gotta be very careful if you're ego lifting, dude. I'm telling you right now, it is not worth you getting the big number on your lift and then hurting yourself, and then you're out of the gym for 2 months. And then it's going to take you 2 months just to get back to where you were, if not longer, right? That's all I'm trying to say. Because I feel like because of social media, I feel like because of, you know, fitness influencers, like the 2-plate bench, which is like, what, 245? That has become like normalized. Like, oh, you hit 245, like you just join like normal difficulty. Like, it's like, no, dude, that's a very, like, advanced lift. Like, from my understanding, only, like, 5% or 10% of, like, human population, 225, my bad, 225. Like, only a certain percentage of the population can even perform that lift. So, like, you know, if you can do a plate, that's to be, like, you know, applauded. But yeah, I've been working to get to 225 for years, bro. So I've been so, on and off in the gym. Thoughts on bench pressing? Is it just a strength check or is it an actual... Oh, dude, bench press is... I mean, if it's not the best bench exercise, it's like one of the best. Bench is really, really good. Like, the thing with bench press and some of these other lifts is that they're compound lifts. Like, flat bench, incline bench, deadlift, squats, those are compound lifts. So what that means is that they work multiple muscle groups when you actually lift, as opposed to, like, I don't know, going on like a bicep curl machine that just does your biceps, right? Gym I've never gone before. I mean, I'd recommend going with a friend if you can, man. Have someone teach you, because that's what I did. When I first started going, I had a friend teach me, and then I gradually like memorized everything and just started going myself. It is funny though, like if you watch like old breakers videos of me, you could see me like really like borderline scrawny at times. You could see me like kind of pretty big at times. It is very funny, like the transformations I've had throughout this channel, because I've gone up, I've gone down, I've gone up, and I think I'm like kind of like in this middle ground right now. RL gym stream. I could I don't know. I could ask Nano next time we're together, but I feel like we would have to go at like a really early or late time when no one's there, because I don't want to disturb anybody. Is Nano bigger than you? Oh yeah, I would say yeah. You know what? Honestly, not the glazed Nano. He has very impressive triceps. Like his when he just moves his arm in certain ways, like his triceps look really big, dude. We were doing this one exercise. It was so funny. It's like this overhead thing for tries, and my arms were like literally shaking like this as I was holding the rope to do it. I'm being so serious. It was shaking like this, and I'm watching Nano just pump, bang, bang, like it's nothing. I'm just like. And I'm over here, like, I'm like, damn, bro. Mog by Nano. Yeah, Nano, from what he's told me, he went very hard in his 20s. You know, he's become a father. He's runs practically, like, multiple YouTube channels at this point. He's a very busy dude. But he still tries to find as much time as he can to, like, work out. Still better than Nano in Legends? I mean, does it matter, bro? He's probably had one of the most disrespectful comebacks in Legends history. Well, Nano doesn't drink, so he wouldn't have a beer belly. Bro, Nano would have a cookie belly, bro. When I was at the Key Moment studio, he kept getting us cookies at, like, midnight every day. And one time I was just like, yo, bro, I'm not having it tonight, man. I'm not having any. And, like, Nano just kept, like, not to be sus, but he kept, like, smiling at me. He's like, yo, try, Mark, just happened. Like, we just had to. Like, there's one left. I was just like... I'm like, fine, bro, I'll have it. I was just like, like, bro, he's so annoying, bro. Wait, the most cookies? Low-key, probably me. Bro, and the thing is, when I was drinking over there, I was starting to get self-conscious because I was overeating, like, so much on, like, calories. So, like, I had these drinks, but I was trying to get, like, low-calorie drinks. So I had, like, regular drinks and low-calorie drinks. And I was like, yo, Nano, can you pass me a drink? Because he was going downstairs to get something. Bro purposely got me a drink that had higher calories. I was like, brother, what are you... He's like, I'm like, bro, I'm like, what are you doing? And then it was funny because I remember one time, after we finished like a recording session at the studio, it was like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And like, he got the insomnia cookies, we ate them, and we were just like kind of vibing. Then he's like, all right, bro, I'm going to bed. And I was like, yo, we out to the gym? I'm just like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Yo, we out to the gym? I was just like, yeah, man, let's go. I'm like, yeah, bro, let's go, right? I didn't bring, like, my phone. I didn't put on my shoes. I was just, like, in his car. And he was just, like, driving to the gym. And then, like, halfway through, he's like, all right, nah, I'm just playing. And then he's drove me back. I'm just like, bro, like, I knew you weren't actually going to go. I'm like, bro, there's no way. What are insomnia cookies? They're basically just, like, these really soft, big, gooey, chewy, like...
sex cookies.
That you can get, like, really late. And I was really... Dude, IRL Nano is a bit meister, man. Like, the first time I showed up, when I landed to meet everybody at the Key Moment studio, I call Nano, and I'm like, yo, I'm at the airport. And he's like, yo, what airport are you at? I'm like, oh, I'm at this airport. He's like... He pauses for, like, 10 seconds. He's like, are you for real? I'm like... Yeah? He's like, dude, you're at the wrong airport, bro. I'm like, are you being for real? He's like, yeah, you're like 2 hours away. I'm like, you're lying, bro. And he's like, yeah, man. I mean, I'll still get you, but it's gonna take like 2 hours. I'm like, are you being serious? And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. It's like, dude, what the hell? It's my first time being here, bro. I like actually got scared. I was like, what is he talking about? Dude, it would just be like random like little things too. I would ask him like, yo, do you have any like forks or like to eat food or something, like any napkins? He's like, oh no, we don't have that. I'm like, bro, you don't have any forks or water? He's like, nah, bro, like we don't believe in that or something. I'm just like, what are you talking about? But yeah, no, we don't have forks. I'm like, oh, okay. And then like, he's like, no, I'm just playing the right here. I'm like, bro, I don't live here, dude. Like, I don't, where, like, how am I supposed to know if you're being, like, for real or not? He just kept messing with me the entire time. Bro, he gaslit me, like, the entire trip. Yeah, hey, I don't know why this came into, like, a quad IRL, like, retrospective, but, nah, hanging with the boys was really fun, dude. Because it's one thing to, like, you know, meet, like, you know, like-minded individuals and record stuff and have, like, good chemistry, but to, like, actually chill with the guys and, like, have a blast. Like, a lot of times when we're IRL, we kind of just be like messing around, not because we're like lazy, but it's just because like we just really enjoy each other's company. And it's kind of fun just to chill. Yeah, like last trip, Diddy and I, we deadass played Smash like 80% of the trip. We were just playing Smash Bros. I felt bad because like Nano would be setting up all the tech stuff, and like we would be like, yo, Nano, you need any help? He's like, nah, it's cool, guys, just keep playing Smash. And we're like, okay. Oh man, but nah, Diddy's actually really good at Smash, bro. Like I could take a couple games off of him, but there was one day where like he was just cooking me, dude. Who does he main? He's a Kirby main. I thought he was one of the Kirby mains that just like jumps to the sky and like down Bs, but no, he actually like knows how to play Kirby. Which is funny because my main is DDD. Iron is a Little Mac main. Funny. I think next time we do IRL Quad, we're definitely doing a Smash vid. I don't know whose channel it's going to be on, but there's no way we don't record a Smash vid. With Smash, we're playing Ultimate. You don't main Rob? I actually do play Rob. Rob is pretty fun. People forget that his side B like is a reflect. Truth got to be there this time? I don't think so, bro. I feel so bad for guys. You really don't understand, bro. You really don't understand because Truth hates traveling. You gotta be in the context of someone that hates traveling, refuses to travel, doesn't like to travel, right? And then he finally travels because he has something to like actually do /see, which is the community fest. I swear to God, it must have been 5 or 8 times Truth has needed to change flights, cancel flights, or like adjust his flight in some way, shape, or form. 5 to 8 times. To the point where like on the way back, when I got home, me and Truth were in the same airport. Like, meanwhile, like, keep in mind, I can go home at this point because I'm home. I can leave. He's trying to like rebook his flight because a flight got canceled, and like they didn't automatically like change it for him. So I'm like, I stayed with him for like another hour and a half because I felt terrible. And he finally got his stuff rescheduled, and he just left, and like he was like so frustrated. But eventually, you know, he obviously finally got a way to go home. But Slay's also like that, where like he hates flying, and unfortunately the first time he came down to the studio, his like flight got delayed on all this stuff, so it's just like it's harder to sell it, you know. I've flown a lot. I guess we got the stun. Let's see how much we get. Ooh, 45 stones, bang. So if you guys know me or you've been following me for a long time, I would always go to every single PAX East and West, and I would always go to the Game Awards. I think it was just last year I didn't go to PAX West, I only went to East, and I didn't go to the Game Awards this year. I think I'm going to stop just because, like, the whole reason why I was doing that was to get a games career job, and I finally got that, which is, like, now my new part-time job. Like, I do games PR. So I don't really see the reason, because I was going there to, like, network and, like, you know, try to sell myself and stuff. But now that I got the job, I don't really see the reason to go to those as much anymore. But I will always go to Battle Hour. Any Dragon Ball events I can go to, I will always go to. If Legends does a community fest, I'd love to go to something like that. I love the Dokkan community fest. I love Battle Hour. I will always go to Battle Hour. Yeah, PAX, I probably won't go anymore. But I say all that to say, I've been on a lot of flights. And I've been flying pretty consistently. So keep in mind, PAX East, West, Game Awards. That's 3 flights throughout the year. And then if you include Battle Hour, when it wasn't canceled, that's 4 flights. Well, 3, because PAX East, I didn't need to fly. So 3 flights throughout the year. I've only had 1 delayed flight, and that was coming back last Key Moment Studio trip. So it is hilarious to me that, like, Slay and Truth, the first time they're flying in years, their stuff gets delayed, and for me, it didn't, like, nothing got delayed until, like, my most recent trip. What was so, like, nerve-wracking about my Key Moments trip was my connecting flights. I felt like I actually had the speed run IRL. Because I would land, and I would actually have, like, 10 to 20 minutes to get to my next, terminal, or whatever the hell they call it. And, you know, granted, they would be new airports that I've never been to. They have varying directions. Some of you have to take, like, trams or trolleys, or, like, some form of transportation to get to the other terminal. And I'm just like, dude, like, there's no way, like, I remember, coming back home, I had to, like, do a connecting flight, and I had to get on this little bus, and I think boarding was stopping in, like, 10 minutes, and, like, this guy, the bus driver, it's not his fault, granted, but, like, he's sitting there, I'm on the bus, and he's, like, waiting for people to get on. I'm like, yo, bro, can we get going? I'm like, yo, bro, can we get going? This is gonna be me chasing after the plane, bro. Like, one of the flights I got on, it felt like as soon as I sat down, the plane immediately took off. That felt terrible. I'm used to getting on a plane. I sit on the plane. I put my stuff away. And then it takes like maybe 10, 20 minutes before the flight actually like takes off. Like for that, I was rushing. I put my stuff down. And the plane took off like 5 minutes later. And I was like, what the hell? So like, I just made it, bro. Big time fear of heights, so probably not for me. The thing is, if you're on a plane, as long as you don't have a window seat, you'll probably be fine, because it kind of just feels like you're on a boat or a train. The only time you really feel the plane is if you're on a smaller plane. When you're on a smaller plane with less seats, every movement the plane makes you feel. If you're on a big plane, their movement is way more restrictive, so you don't feel it as much. I can get scared of heights. It depends on the heights and how safe you are from the heights. Like, one time I traveled to Ireland with my family, we were exploring, like, this castle. And there's this part, like, off the castle where, like, it was just, like, rocky cliffs and stuff like that. And I legit actually jumped from, like, one rock formation to another. It wasn't, like, a big, like, jump. But, like, you know, say if I slipped or something, like, it's just rocks, cliff, water. Like, that would have been really bad. And it's not like there's ladders or anything, right? So it's just like, I definitely was like low-key putting myself in danger, but like I just really excited to explore. But my family and parents were pretty pissed at me. Could have a Netflix documentary. Oh dude, my Ireland trip was like life-changing. My friends kept roasting me because when I went to Ireland, they kept saying like, oh dude, like what are you gonna do in Ireland? Just look at like cows and grass? I'm like, yeah, and it's beautiful. Like, I don't care. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I'm a very, like, my ideal vacation is chilling, eating good food, taking in the sights, and just relaxing, bro. I feel like some people's vacation is like, all right, wake up. Everybody go. We're going to hit this. We're going to go to this amusement park. We're going to see this. We're going to, like, I'm not trying to do all that, bro. Like, my vacation is a vacation. Like, we do this, we do that, take the sights, eat good food, you know. I'm happy. That's all I need to do, bro. I'm a very simple guy. Want to go to Japan? I would only go to Japan if, like, a group was going. I would not go, like, by myself. I feel like, every friend group that watches anime is like, yo, dude, Japan trip. And, like, it just never happens.
True.
But, like, I was actually kind of looking forward to the Legends Championship because that gave me an excuse to go, but it's only for Japan locals, so I never ended up going, unfortunately. But, you know, I mean, I would love to beat Goresh. I think that'd be very fun. But yeah, I would have to go to something. I wouldn't just go to Japan just to go to Japan. Unless, like, I was going with a group. But I'm told that there's not as many blue zones. I'm looking at the recording and it's almost an hour. I believe the red zones took us 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete. I don't know how much Kurt's cut it down. Here we are, an hour in. Becoming 20, I don't even know what to do in life. I'm discovering what I am now. I have a big dream of becoming an actor. Anything's possible, I guess. I mean, VH. The only thing I would recommend to you, pal, is try to find work that's sustainable, that you can currently do, and then, you know, like, try to pursue acting on the side. Because I think that's what's difficult about creative careers is that I feel like a lot of people, especially now, they're like, just abandon everything and just chase your dreams. I hear that, and I think that's beautiful, but not everybody has the luxury to do that, or the resources, or the money. So I'd really recommend trying to find a job to hold you over and then pursue acting on the side. Crab or lobster? Crab. I'm a big crab guy. With my family, they love lobster, but I think what really turned me off the lobster is that when you eat like the whole lobster, you like take off the tail, and there's like the green poopy by the tail, and I feel like we just ran into that way too much, and it just turned me off, dude. Lobster tastes good, but I feel like it doesn't taste good enough for the effort that it takes to eat the lobster. Or like crab, like I'll just eat a crab cake or just like, you know, crab whatever. Crab just tastes better. It's extra flavor. Yeah, okay, you can have the green lobster poop if you want. That's you. I'm good. Yeah, unfortunately, whatever creative field you want to go into, whether it's art, content creation, video editing, acting, anything creative like that, I unfortunately, and I think that's kind of just like the world we live in right now. I think you just need more than one job. Unless like you're very lucky and very fortunate, or you just chose a really good career path. I think in this day and age, you kind of need multiple sources of income. Never had seafood? I would recommend having salmon. If you never had seafood, salmon I feel like is a good gateway fish because it tastes like beet, kind of. That's what I would recommend. My favorites, besides crab, I think swordfish might be my favorite. Swordfish actually tastes like steak. Actually just like tastes like steak. Swordfish is really, really good, but it's expensive. It's like a very premium like fish meat. That fried alligator. The most out there meat I've had, I think, is maybe ostrich. I had like an ostrich burger at a burger place. Tasted alright. And then I had like rabbit at a place. And unfortunately, rabbit was kind of good as hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The rabbit was kind of gas. The rabbit was really good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. The rabbit was actually scrumptious, bro. Gym is therapy 100% only has advantages. Yeah, I mean, I think there's some toxicity to gym. Like, I think it's great for boosting confidence, but I think some people let it get to their head. You always gotta stay humble, bro, when it comes to the gym, man. Because everybody's learning. And I feel like one misconception about the gym, or at least maybe this is just a me thing. I think a misconception of the gym is like, people say like, oh, nobody's looking at you, nobody cares. No, bro. I think what people actually mean to say is everybody's looking at everybody, so who cares, is what I would say. Like, at some point, you know, someone's gonna walk in front of you, or like, you know, you're gonna walk in front of somebody, and it's like that meme, I don't know if Kurtz knows what meme I'm talking about, you can put it in, but it's just like, damn, I wish I had that. It's like these two girls, and the girl's like, damn, I wish I looked like them. Like, I'm telling you, it's a lot of that, bro. It's a lot of that. It's like, I really want to get in your head about it. Was this supposed to be a Dokkan video? I mean, bro, I'm just getting through these blue zones, man. What are we going to be talking about, man? I was looking at people benching when they don't have spotters just in case. Me too, bro. I be looking at some people, and they be making me nervous. They be making me nervous, man. Like, I'll see them, like, be benching something crazy. I'm like, you're benching that? And, like, it's no disrespect, but, like, some people, not to be disrespectful, but some people have sleeper builds, right? That exists. That's a real thing. Or it depends on how much, you know, how much you're wearing. If you're wearing, like, very baggy clothing, it might not be very noticeable. But, like, I remember seeing certain, like a kid, like, lifting, like, really heavy on the bench. I'm just like, you gonna be alright, bro? And I think he just did, like, one rep. He did it to his credit. But I was just like, okay. I'm like, thank God, bro. I'm like, he was actually making me nervous. I would never press or squat without the safety bars. So one of the funniest gym fails I've ever... Two funny gym fails I had. I went to my friend's gym. It was a New York sports club. And we were doing pull-ups. And I think at the time I couldn't do the pull-ups without the assist. And I was, you know, for assisted pull-ups, for context, they had this like little knee pad thing. And you set a weight. So I kind of carries you, and you do your pull-ups. My dumbass, when I finished my pull-ups, there's like two little pads that you can step on and then go back to the floor. Me, I did my pull-ups and then just let go, and then the pad that holds your knees just slammed to the ground, and I slammed with it. And I turn around, I'm like, And everybody's looking at me. I'm just like, and my friend is like, bro, what is wrong with you? And then the second really big embarrassment I had was, this was the first time I worked out. Basically COVID happened and I couldn't go to the gym for like a year. I come back to the gym after COVID. You know, COVID's still a thing, so you have to like work out with a mask. And I'm like, I know my next day was legs. It was legs, so I'm gonna do legs. I go to squat, and I guess I didn't realize, or I wasn't paying attention. As I was squatting, the plates on the bar were moving slightly. I guess just because maybe the way I was re-racking, I was being like, you know, I wasn't balancing correctly. I don't know. And as I'm squatting, one of the plates rolls off. So I try to catch it, but all that does is make the other plate roll off. So the one plate falls immediately by my feet, and then the other plate rolls away. And Kurtz, I don't know if you could find this commercial, but it felt like the Chef Boyardee commercial, where the Chef Boyardee can rolls through like 8 different countries and cities and towns. Bro, this plate went like across half the gym. So my dumbass, you know, first the one plate falls, and then the other plate rolls away, and everybody's looking at me. I'm like, damn, that sucks. And then I have to do a walk of shame to grab my plate that rolled like 80 feet from away from where I was squatting. I was so embarrassed, bro. So for like half a year, I squatted with the clamps. I'm like, that's never falling off again. Like, I'm never having that happen ever again. But yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Those are like my biggest gym fails. What's your opinion on Bleach? I think Bleach could be one of the best animes ever made if it wasn't for its pacing. I think Bleach has some of the most likable characters and interesting movesets. I think Bleach's biggest weakness is its pacing. Bleach's pacing, especially like halfway through like the OG series, sucks, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm talking about the anime, bro. I don't read manga. It was really tough to have that conversation with Geek, because I can tell Geek loves Bleach. He loves Bleach. The Ironcare arc, there was so many fights, and there were so many randoms, so many like fights that felt pointless, felt meaningless, that felt filler, that it weighed down the actual fights. It made the actual fights, when you fought like the numbered Ironcares, like they felt like they had less weight. That's what bothered me, because it felt like that Ironcare arc, or like the Aizen arc, was like half the series. It was 2 chapters adapted per episode, which is really low. Yeah, man, I think they're supposed to remaster Bleach, right? Like, I would love that, man, because I'm telling you, if they like do a Kai of Bleach, Bleach is like a top 5 anime for me. Before we got into One Piece, I just met Usopp, bro. Diddy was really pushing One Piece that last Key Moments, our Key Moments Studio meetup, and he got me to watch One Piece, and I just met Usopp. Yes, I guess 1,000 Year Blood War is still ongoing, but it's not called 1,000 Year Blood War. I think it's like another, or it's like the next season of 1,000 Year Blood War. Bro, 1,000 Year Blood War is insane. I've stopped and started it twice now. I'm gonna have to restart it again, because I keep starting it and then like putting it down and not coming back to it for like months, and I forget everything, so I gotta like rewatch it again. But it is very good, so I don't really hate watching it. 1,000 Year Blood War is pretty short as well. What's your opinion on Solo Leveling? I have not watched it yet. Like, I'm a very casual anime watcher, guys. I pretty much just watch like the popular stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that Solo Leveling is not popular, but I only have room for so much anime. How OST is this? Sounds like a JRPG. That's kind of fire, bro. I want to hear that intro again. That's kind of insane. Why don't you read or try to read some mangas? Bro, respectfully, bro. Sorry, you're seeing the rest of the stuff I spilled on myself, but this is me. Respectfully, I'm not reading stuff. Bro, I will watch anime. I am not reading it, bro. I am not a reader. I'm sorry. I am a hype beast. I am only watching anime. Not even an audiobook, bro. Audiobook saved me in high school. Bro, I would listen to an audiobook.
Huh?
Audiobook at like double the speed. That's how I got through high school, bro. But when I had to read 1984, and granted 1984 wasn't even that bad, but I'm like, bro, I gotta do the audiobook, bro. Because keep in mind, if I'm doing an audiobook, I can like play a game or like play something else. Huh? What the? That's kind of sad, Iron. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Like, I'm a hype beast. Like, I'm watching it. Like, I'm not reading manga, bro. I'm not flipping through. Bro, the last time I flipped through pages and got hype was Captain Underpants. Okay? When you could flip it, when you did Flip-O-Rama and it looked like he was punching the character in real time. That's the last time I got actually hyped reading something, bro. I'm not reading manga. I am watching anime. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm lying. I mean, this isn't gonna be much better. I think the last time I actually was like geeked reading something was How to Train Your Dragon. And the only reason why, because I had to do AR reading in high school, and How to Train Your Dragon was actually a cheat code, because How to Train Your Dragon had pictures, and I was like, let's go, bro. So like, I would be like, oh, text. Oh, picture. Oh, text. You know, it would just like get the neurons firing, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That's just who I am, dude. I'm sorry. I need the pictures in my books, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Percy Jackson books went hard. I only seen the movies, bro. I can't lie. You would have hated Shakespeare plays? Oh my god, yeah, I did hate those, bro. Because, like, bro, what I hated about reading those, like, hoity-toity, old-ass English books is that you would have to read it, and then you would have to decipher that shit, man. Like, I have to read it, and I have to read something to read it. I'm just like, bro, it can't be that good. Like, the writing is not that fire. I guarantee you, it's not, like, bro, I'm telling you, it's not that good, man. I think the book that was killing me was, A Tale of Two Cities. I don't know if anybody's ever read that book. It was just like, I don't know, a girl that was bored and like cheating and like, I don't know, man. I was just like, bro, what am I reading? I don't know, man. You want to know what I was surprisingly good at? Philosophy. I was actually really good at my philosophy class. That was stuff where like I deadass was guessing. There was a test. Like, basically, we would read stuff, and it would just be, like, research that philosophers had. I'm talking about, like, Plato and whatever back then. And I would kind of just, like, guess what they meant, or, like, make an inference what they meant. And low-key, my guesses would always be right. And I think I got, like, the highest grade in the class that, like, the professor pointed out. Like, I was kind of just, like, the quiet kid in that class. Like, I wasn't, like, trying to bring attention to myself. And the professor's like, yeah, you had the highest grade in the class of, like, 94. And I was like, I then I was like, okay, like, shit, okay, I'll take that. Philosophy I was able to kind of get through, but yeah, like, the old, like, Shakespeare stuff. Like, I took an ethics course, and they determined what is your, like, most important value. And it was one of my favorite college courses, actually. And they determined that authenticity is my favorite value, which I think is pretty cool. And I actually, like, that's why I remember the first time I was inauthentic in a video, it was me reacting to season 2 of Dragon Ball The Breakers, because I was at work. I was working a general 9 to 5 as my first, like, standard PR job, not a gaming PR job, but like a standard PR job. And I was at work, and I was at my desk, and they dropped the trailer for season 2 at, like, I don't know, 10 in the morning. While I'm at my desk, I'm watching this trailer, and I'm, like, going crazy. I literally run down the stairs, leave my office, I tell the guy, or tell my coworkers I'm gonna be right back, and I react in my car, but I'm like, this isn't good enough, so I had to go home, and I had to pretend I didn't react to the trailer, and it felt terrible. But yeah, I would say, like, that's why I get along with, like, the people I get along with, because, like, you know, all the guys, like, you know, Nano, Goresh, Truth, Slay, Like, all those guys are authentically them. Like, I feel like a lot of people will come at, like, you know, certain people, like, with how they react. And I think Nano gets a lot of heat, like, on how he reacts to stuff.
No way. Whoa! Whoa! Dude! Sidebander SP!
Nano actually just gets that hype. Like, he genuinely just gets that hype. I like to tease him because, like, sometimes he'll cry. And, like, to be fair, I think I did tear over the Trunks animations that came out recently. And then I teared over, I think, Season 9 of Breakers. It's the only times I think I've actually teared over announcements. So it does happen. I like to tease him. Like, I think it's a little, like, over the top. But, like, if it moves him that much, it moves him that much, man. Goresh never shows any hype. That's not true. He only shows, like, real, genuine hype for LOE. Because that's, like, where he's personally, like, invested in. Like, that's, like, his favorite characters, right? I mean, bro, what kind of triggers me sometimes is that I feel like some people come at me like, you know, maybe it's just me, like, looking too much at comments, but, like, I've been called, like, a Dragon Ball bandwagon creator. I've been called a Dragon Ball fake fan millions of times, which a lot of it probably has been trolling. But, like, I did not like anime for a large portion of my, like, childhood. It wasn't until, like, late middle school that I got into Dragon Ball, and I watched OG Dragon Ball, and I watched, like, Fairy Tail and Naruto. And then Naruto is what made me fall in love with anime, and I really enjoyed OG Dragon Ball because it felt like a campy Saturday morning cartoon. And just, like, to have people tell me, like, oh, I don't like Dragon Ball, I'm not a real Dragon Ball fan, it's just, like, I don't know, dude. Like, it makes me feel, like, again, I just expressed that, like, my most, respected or most, the character trait that I hold dear the most is authenticity. It makes me feel a type of way, because I'm like, am I fake? Like, am I fake for, like, I don't know, being a Dragon Ball creator? It's just like, is it cool that, like, I'm, like, a casual fan? Like, I don't live and breathe Dragon Ball, bro. I really, like, my favorite franchise is Sonic.
Favorite video game, Sonic. That's when I stopped playing video games, it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like, I'm a way bigger Sonic fan than Dragon Ball. I feel like I've been pretty vocal about that. I feel like I've been very vocal about, like, not being a massive Dragon Ball fan. But, like, I've never pretended or acted like I, like, know all this stuff, or I bleed, like, orange and blue. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just fallen into this community and this scene. But I did find the bandwagon comment funny because, like, yeah, man, I joined the bandwagon that was Dragon Ball The Breakers. You know, the big, like, the oil spout that was Dragon Ball The Breakers. Just the infinite money glitch that was Dragon Ball The Breakers, you know? But yeah, dude, I remember watching, like, my key Dragon Ball memories growing up was watching OG Dragon Ball when Goku reunited with Grandpa Gohan. Goku reuniting with... I get chills. I deadass get chills. Like, people can say what they want. I get chills whenever I think about Goku reuniting with Grandpa Gohan. That means something to me, man. That moment is so wholesome and, like, so... I don't know. It just means a lot to me. And I feel like nothing in Dragon Ball has really ever encapsulated that besides, like, maybe Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And I remember watching... the Cell Saga or the Cell games on my, like, big TV. I, like, download the episodes off of some site. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I would mirror cast my phone to the TV. And I was watching the Cell Saga on my TV, and I was like, I'm like, bro, I'm actually watching peak right now. And, like, that was awesome, dude. Like, that was really sick. And those are, like, my favorite memories of Dragon Ball. Like, I thought Saiyan Saga was sick. Like, Saiyan Saga felt like had real stakes. People were getting off left and right. Same thing with Namek Saga. And then Cell Saga was cool. Boo Saga felt like there was a lot of stakes as well because everybody was getting off left and right again. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't like Boo Saga. I like Boo Saga a lot. I feel like Boo Saga was doing a lot of stuff. A lot of people were just dying. And it genuinely felt like Boo, like, actually could have killed everyone. Like, it genuinely felt like that. And I'm not saying that the other arcs didn't feel like that, but it genuinely felt like we were losing. Like, it genuinely felt like we were losing. That's what I really liked about the Boo arc. I don't know if anybody else felt like that, but I actually was like, I'm like, yo, are we about, like, is the world, like, are we like, that's low-key what I was, like, thinking watching that arc. I didn't like Boo Saga because people were making the same mistake they just made in the Cell arc. The thing is, I wasn't really thinking about that. I was kind of just absorbing the content, but I hear you. But yeah, I don't know, just like little stuff like, oh, I don't remember that, like, in what order Boo absorbed people. Low-key, I didn't remember Tien showing up on the Boo Saga, because I felt like that was so insignificant. Like, these little details, or like, some of the Bobbity minions, like, Slay will troll me on that I don't remember. But, like, I don't know, it's just like, I still watched the show. And maybe I didn't watch it in, like, my formative years, but I still watched it, like, you know, in middle school through high school. And it still had a big impact on me. Tien, this respect would not be tolerated. I mean, my favorite Tien moment was the Cell moment. I really like Tien, but I think low-key, like, one of my favorite characters is Yamcha. Because, like, you know, I'm a gym bro to a degree. And the most aura Yamcha's ever had to me, and nobody talks about this scene, but I believe it's from OG Dragon Ball when he's training for one of the world tournaments. Yamcha's working out at the gym, and he's so strong that he's, like, I think he's doing low rows, or, like, not low rows, but isolateral rows. He breaks the machine. He breaks the machine, and I thought that was aura. I thought that was tough as hell. I thought that was so sick. Thoughts on Lord Jack? It's like, yeah, I don't... Like, that's what pisses me off, because you'll have, like, someone named Cum Nacho, who, like, who'll be like, yo, do you remember Lord Jaguar? Do you know this, like, niche character? Do you remember this character from the movies? Bro, I never watched the DBZ movies, okay? And, again, partly the reason why I haven't watched them now is because I'm trying to figure out a way to make it content, because I feel like I am a creator, and I feel like you guys want to see my reaction, so maybe I will make a Patreon down the line, and, like, make my reactions to those movies, like, Patreon exclusives or something like that. Then I watched Lord Slug. So 5'9" was doing a movie retrospective. I think I've watched Blood Rubies, Lord Slug, and then I think my buddy Savior was streaming the Android 13 movie. I watched that one. And beyond that, I haven't seen anything else besides the Super movies. How much is Dokkan Breakers Legends tell you? That's the thing. I feel like I've gotten the cliff notes or the important beats from the game. So, like, I don't feel like I need to watch the movies. What do you think Dokkan 11th anniversary LR are going to be? I think they should do Daima.
Yeah.
What is 5'9" you guys have been talking about a lot recently? 5'9" was a group created by Goresh, Talon, Sunblade, Nolar, Ryuden, I believe Truth as well. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Toon, I think. And it was basically all the gacha tubers that you know. And it was their attempt to branch off into general gaming content. And unfortunately, it failed. I'll just be straight up, it failed. But what was cool about it is that I got to meet a lot of people through the group, and a lot of great memories were made. And I don't think I'd be the person I am today without that group, so I got nothing bad to say about 5'9", man. Oh, and Nas as well, yeah. Oh, Iron Fine Love Before Reveals and stuff. Oh my god. Rangers. You just, oh my god. Rangers, you just gave me a perfect idea. That might be a Valentine's Day video. Maybe I'll react to that video for Valentine's Day this year. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that video. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so cringe. Damn, Rangers, you're 20 right now? You watched that video when you were like 16 or 15. God damn, I'm unk.
True.
Oh my god, dude, I can't believe it. You just unlocked like a core memory. My favorite Legend release of 2025? Easily Android 13. He's what I wanted Ultra Cell to actually be. I think Dokkan doing a Majin Vegeta would be sick. Because from my understanding, they really have not done Majin Vegeta like that. Like, the first Majin Vegeta they did was a free-to-play. So I actually think a Majin Vegeta would be a good idea. Oh, dude, the GameCube was the best console. I'm sorry. Well, I think it depends what aisle you're on. I think, objectively, the PS2 is probably the best console. But for me, I grew up with the GameCube. GameCube's the best console for me. Yeah, no, that's fair. Bro, if you had a PS2, PS2's best console. I think just the library the PS2 had, I think PS2 probably clears everything, but I grew up with a GameCube. I love GameCube, man. That was just like Dragon Quest as those two. N64 was dope. But no, the first time I played an N64, when I was a kid, I would get my haircut at a place called Kids Cuts. And what was really fun about it is that when they would take your haircut, they would have N64s there. So as I was getting my haircut, I would play Mario Kart 64 or like Super Mario 64. And it was so fun, dude. And the best part was there was a Chuck E. Cheese next door. Bro, I was geeked to get my haircut. Getting my haircut. Because I got to play N64, then I would go to Chuck E. Cheese right after, eat the Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Oh my god, bro. God, I was up when I was like 6 years old, dude. Bro, guys. All the 2000s kids, step out for a sec, close your ears. Yo, well actually, I guess I'm a 2000s kid to be fair. 2005 post kids, close your ears. Guys, remember going to McDonald's and them having GameCubes, bro? Remember going to a McDonald's and playing remember playing Double Dash in the McDonald's, bro? Bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. You don't, bro, you guys don't know, bro. You don't know. The controllers were so greasy. Yo, Gem, shh. Yo, Gem, shh. Yo, not too much, Gem. Gem, not too much, bro. Not too much. Not too much on the GameCube at McDonald's, bro. Not too much, bro. Come on, Gem. That was peak, bro. Those were peak days. Listen. Listen, the McDonald's that had the arcade, the McDonald's and the Burger Kings that used to have the arcades and the playpens, bro, were they disease like Area 51 sites? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I probably like have a disease that's gonna hit me like, I don't know, 30 years later from playing on the GameCubes and the playpens when I was like 9? Probably. Oh man, but hey, it was peak, bro. It was peak childhood experiences, man. I made a stronger trust. Bro, I won't forget the Burger King by me, man. They had the Simpsons arcade game, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Bro, there's a Friendlies by me. They had a Miss Pac-Man Galaga, right? Bro, I would waggle the... Chill now. Chat, chill. Chat, chill. I know you... Let's chill. Let's relax. I would waggle the stick, right? As, like, they would do the demo. Because you know how, like, arcades, they, like, play the game without you playing it? I would waggle the stick while, like, it would, like, say game over. Like, during the Galaga screen. When, like, the Galaga ship was shooting stuff, I would waggle the stick. An error code would pop on the arcade machine. And then I would actually be able to play Galaga without even spending any money. Bro, you guys don't realize, man. You know how cool that felt to go to that Friendlies, waggle the stick, and be able to play Galaga for free without putting any quarters in? Come on, bro. You guys don't understand. I was a hacker. I would waggle the stick and error code would pop up on the screen. And I would get the play for free. Come on, bro. Little Scammer Kane is crazy, dude. What are you talking about, man? I'm sure pro waggling sticks. There it is. FBI, he ratted himself out. What do you... Yo, chill. Yo, chill, bro. Guys, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite combos at Friendlies. I don't know if anybody went to a Friendlies ever. My favorite... That's actually a fire windscreen. My favorite combo at Wendy's. So they had this, they would have this sundae. That would be like, it was a mint chocolate chip sundae. It was a face. They would have 2 Reese's Pieces as the ears, a cherry as the nose, and like 2 M&Ms as the eyes. Bro, that shit was gas. And you want to know what I would do to put it down? I would get orange juice. I would drink orange. I would have the ice cream to be cold and shit. I would drink orange juice. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. It was gas. It was peak. It was peak, bro. Mint chocolate chip, the Reese's Pieces ears, the cherry nose, the M&M eyes, the mint with the freaking hot chocolate like drizzle, the hot fudge drizzle on the mint chocolate chip ice cream with orange juice. That shit was peak. Oh my god, bro. It was so good, man. I know your stomach was hurting, bro. My stomach was in heaven. I was in paradise. I was in paradise, bro. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Friendly's Monster Mash ice cream. I'm looking it up. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kurtz, you have to put this in the video. Kurtz, you have to put this in the video. I found it. You guys think I'm lying. Like, you guys think I'm lying, bro. Guys, look at this shit. You guys, look at this shit. Bro, I would have this, and then I would drink orange juice. Bro, it was so good. It was so good. That's nothing like we described. I literally said, Reese's Pieces. All right, whatever. Reese's Cups ears. M&M eyes. Cherry nose. Hot fudge. Chocolate chip mint ice cream. That's exactly as I described, bro. Look at it. Look at it, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Someone said that's a reindeer? Bro, I'm telling, bro, I'm bugging. All I'm saying is, try it. All I'm saying is, try. All I'm saying is, have a little bit, get some Minute Maid orange juice. Have a little ice cream, drink the orange juice. I guarantee you will be taken to levels of life you've never experienced, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Chat, have I ever lied to you? Chat, have I ever lied to you, bro? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Bro, yes, a lot? Okay, guys, listen. Have I ever lied to you about ice cream specifically? Yes? In 2026, have I ever lied to you about ice cream? Just saying. Right now? Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. You said Reese's Pieces? Bro, I said the wrong... Bro, at the end of the day, it's night, right? And on that ice cream, it's Reese's, okay? I just said the wrong thing. It's the Reese's Cups ears. I believe that's either M&M eyes or Reese's Pieces eyes. Hot fudge cherry nose. I got like 75% correct. Chocolate chip mint ice cream, bro. I got like... Alright, bro. Bro, there's definitely another one. There's like, let me look up another. Friendly's cookie shop. I don't know. I think that one was my favorite, but there was like... Guys, you want to know the best ice cream flavor of all time? I'm about to put y'all on game, bro. I'm about to put y'all on game. I'm gonna put y'all on game right now, bro. Y'all wanna know the best ice cream flavor of all time? The Tonight, though. The Tonight, though. Bro, the Tonight, though actually clears everything. It's vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, brownie cookie dough, and hot what else do you want? What else do you want, bro? What else could you possibly want in the world? Bro, is that Jimmy Fallon? Listen, man. Listen, man. Jimmy Fallon, bro, he was in the lab. He found the formula. He found that is the best ice cream. Bro, guys. Bro, look at this, bro. Bro, look at this. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Diabetes speedrun part 2? Listen, bro. Listen, bro. In war, there's casualties, okay? In the war to Flavor Town, you're gonna take a couple body blows, bro. I'm telling you, you have to try this once in your life. I'm telling you have not experienced ice cream until you've had this flavor, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Please, please, bro. I'm not saying you gotta eat the whole thing in one day. I'm just saying, have a couple scoops. Treat yourself, chat. Treat yourself. So you're saying fuck people with diabetes? I'm saying treat yourself, bro. I'm saying treat yourself. Have a spoonful, bro. Dig in. Experience peak. Experience freedom, bro. Damn. Alright, that's it. I'm done talking about ice cream, bro. Done talking about ice cream. I lied. Let's keep talking about ice cream. All right, chat. Favorite ice cream flavor, go. Favorite ice cream flavor, go. Favorite ice cream flavor, go. Go. I don't want to hear any. Favorite ice cream flavor. Drop everything else you're doing. Favorite ice cream flavor right now. Mint, Rocky Road, pumpkin pie, cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, vanilla chocolate, Oreo, mint. So guys, I will say it might be a little basic. It might be a little crazy, right? My favorite ice cream flavor, by far, no competition, is cookie dough. It's cookie dough. It's cookie dough. It's cookie dough. Bro, you put cookie dough in something, I'm in. Like, bro, I'm in, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's all it takes, dude. Butter pecan, geek. Listen to me. We've worked out together. We've had lunch together. I love you, man. You're a brother. We've worked together for years. You're a sick fuck. Butter pecan, I feel like it's taking sugar to your veins and overdosing. That's butter pecan. I'm sorry. Anything butter pecan flavored, bro, the flavor is raw sugar. I'm sorry. If you like it, if you could tolerate that, you must have, like, your tongue must have got ran over by like a forklift. Because if that's not sweet enough for you, I don't know what is, dude. Butter pecan is so fucking sweet. You're saying pecan? Oh, pecan. Yes. A monastery. Mansion. Pecan. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. You might be fat? Because I said I don't like butter pecan, I'm fat now. Like, what? That's actually so crazy to me. Kane is insane. But yeah, no, cookie dough is very basic. It's essentially just vanilla ice cream with cookie dough. I admit that. I like chocolate chip mint. I like chocolate and mint. Now, I saw in Slay's chat, guys, listen. Chocolate chip mint fans, you're safe here. Guys, you're safe. You're safe here. I saw people getting roasted and attacked for liking chocolate chip mint Oreos. I've never had a chocolate chip mint Oreo, but in Slay's chat, they were acting like it was like a cardinal sin to like enjoy that. I like mint and chocolate. I feel like that contrast, it hits, dude. It hits. It hits. It hits. So like, now that we're on the topic of sweets and stuff, we talked about working out in the gym and all that stuff. Toothpaste, you're getting bad chocolate chip mint, bro. You're getting bad chocolate chip mint. Like, bro, if your mint flavored stuff tastes like toothpaste, like, bro, that's not real mint. I'm sorry, the mint leaves have not touched that flavor, bro. That's not real mint. I'm sorry, that's not black. If you like black licorice, you need to be studied in a lab routinely, daily, every minute, every hour of every day. Black licorice has to be the worst flavor, the worst tasting thing I've ever fucking had in my life. Black licorice is disgusting. It tastes like shit. I don't know how anybody in the world would go out of their way to eat black licorice. It is disgusting. It is terrible. I can actually picture the taste of the black licorice in my mind and get sick. That's how fucking awful black licorice tastes. I can literally imagine what it tastes like and actually make myself sick on command. That is how ass black licorice is. I don't know why that exists. I don't know why that exists, dude. It's terrible. Never had it before? God bless your soul, bro. Do not start now. Like, if there wasn't, like, strawberry Twizzlers, I'd probably never have licorice in my life. If you like black licorice, Loki is serial killer. I mean, bro, I don't doubt it, man. I actually don't doubt it. What does it taste like? Somebody said oil. I think that's low-key accurate. Like, I don't know, bro. It's terrible. It's terrible. Bubblegum things flavor tastes like straight rubber. See, the only thing about bubblegum flavored stuff, and I think only early 2000 kids, sounds 90 kids will get this. Bubblegum medicine, best medicine. They don't, see, the thing is, they don't make it anymore because it tasted too good. It tasted too good. That's why they don't make it anymore. Bubblegum medicine was like, bro, if I had to take cough medicine and it was bubblegum, I'm down in it. I'm taking shots. Like, bro, bubblegum medicine goes crazy. I think they legit stopped making that flavor because it's so good, dude. It's so good. Like, they'd have, like, cherry and, like, grape, which is kind of nasty these days, but, like, bubblegum was out of this world. Finally, a good take. Yeah, bubblegum medicine went crazy, bro. Not that you should be drinking medicine out of enjoyment, but, like, if you had to take medicine, bubblegum was the flavor to get. Bro, guys, can I talk about something? Speaking of bubblegum flavored, you know when you would go to the dentist and, like, they do the pick stuff, and, like, you know, the pick stuff's not too bad if you're brushing your teeth regularly. The worst part is when they do the teeth cleaning, right? The worst part about the teeth cleaning is when they have the flavor and it gets, like, bro, I'm like, dude, do what you gotta do, get every side of my teeth if that shit hits my tongue, we're fighting. Like, they're, like, hands will be, like, bro, because I gotta sit there with that shit on my tongue, and it tastes terrible, and it's just sliding to the back of my throat, and there's absolutely nothing. I'm like, sorry, that's a terrible vision. There's, like, nothing I can do. It's so bad, like, but the only one with that, like, I could tolerate was bubblegum. Bubblegum was, like, the only one I could tolerate. Bubblegum was the only one I could tolerate. That's why I bring it up. Paul's AO? Alright, bro. Strawberry something I could tolerate? Bro, it was never pleasant, though. I need my wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm going to give you a hot tip right now. So when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, I don't know how long, but you're supposed to put cotton swabs where they removed your teeth. So what my dentist did not tell me is that you're not supposed to leave the cotton swabs where they remove your teeth the entire time. Because the where they remove your teeth, it needs to heal on its own. I left the cotton swabs almost in for 24 hours because I didn't know. Literally, if you go back, you can go back to the video right now. Kurtz, if you want to include the clip. When I'm reacting to the leak of Dragon Ball The Breaker's first anniversary, I legit have cotton swabs in my cheeks as I'm recording the video. Because I thought I had to keep them in my mouth. But that's not good to do because you'll get blood clots. Thankfully, I didn't get blood clots because you have to like do like a whole thing for that. You're supposed to like have it in for maybe like 2 to 3 hours, and then like the wound just heals on its own. But you keep the cotton swabs on it, it won't heal on its own, so it kind of screws you. But yeah, I don't know why I brought that up, but I could have sworn I saw someone talk about. Oh yeah, it's because someone said they need wisdom teeth removal. Dentist asking questions. So guys, I had this conversation with my girlfriend. Bro, what do they be playing when they're working on you when you're at the dentist? For me and my girlfriend, they always play Young Sheldon. I don't know why. They always play Young Sheldon. Like, Young Sheldon is always in the rotation when I'm like at the dentist. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's the only thing they can afford. But like, Young Sheldon is always on. Subway Surfers, Surf's Up. I've seen Surf's Up once or twice. Friends. They play aerial nature shots for me. Yeah, because I guess it's supposed to relax you, but I'm like, why am I watching Young Sheldon, bro? You're getting a root canal, all you hear is Bazinga. 2.5 Men? 2.5 Men is crazy. You're just seeing like Charlie Sheen like bone somebody while you're like getting your teeth cleaned. I usually skip that part of the video. Okay. In the MCU? Yeah, it's in the MCU. Damn guys, we went through ice cream to like bubblegum flavored stuff. Oops. Meg's is probably fun. And then we talked about Young Sheldon somehow. Oh sure, yeah, you can pass me it later. Oh, I mean, you can pass me now if you guys are done. Yeah. I got handed Cinnabons, guys, on a R2D2 foot. Life's pretty good right now. What about NFL? I really don't have anything to talk about, bro, because, I mean, I work at the Jets-Giants Stadium, and they're out, clearly. Never had a chance. So, like, That was kind of like me following football. I don't... Did the Bills play today or tomorrow? Tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny. I saw Dotto tweet out that he wants the Jaguars to win. I added truth. I'd like to see the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, man. I think even if they don't win, it'd be a cool story just to say they made it. Bills fans are getting annoying? I mean... I don't know, not that, maybe I'm being biased because I'm friends with Truth, but, like, I don't know, kind of let them be annoying because, like, they've never even made it to a Super Bowl. Like, how could they be that annoying, bro? Like, they don't have that much time left. Like, Alvin isn't getting any younger, and the team isn't getting that much better, so it's just, like... I don't know, man. I've never been since 2012. Yeah, I think that's been the most interesting thing about this year is that all the NFL teams have kind of sucked. Like, there's not any super dominant team. Like, there's no, like, Chiefs or, like, the Patriots, right? Like, it's kind of, everybody's fumbled here and there. My favorite DB character besides Gammas? I'd probably say Gohan, then maybe like Yamcha or Krillin. Cell. I mean, Cell's cool, but like as of like an actual character, I think the Gamma's just really cool. I think Gamma 2 is really cool. But like Gohan, I feel like is like the most relatable. Like, I think he grounds, like, the Z fighters. Goku Black's my personal favorite. Everybody watch that, man. Put him on a list. Favorite villain? Probably Frieza. Very, very basic answer. Remember someone was asking me, like, my favorite DBZ saga, and I think it was, like, a clip. It was a short. I was just like, I like them all. Like, I can't really choose. But I think if I... It's probably maybe Saiyan or Frieza. But I really do like them all. DKP is very crazy. Because I think what was so cool about DKP is that, like, I don't think people realize... Like, the thing is, you really... That's what I'm saying. Like, you really have to watch OG Dragon Ball to get it. Like, OG Dragon Ball, for, like, a majority of the anime, pretty much until Tao, felt like happy-go-lucky, Goku kind of just comes in and, like, cooks everybody. Or, like, even if he loses, like... You know, there's no real, like, stakes. Like, he lost to Yamcha, whatever. You know, he loses to people here and there. Nobody was dying, is my point, right? Like, no one was, like, was dying. Until, like, Tao, that was like, oh, damn. Like, this is bad. And then when DKP showed up, and he was, like, offing people, like, left and right, like, Roshi, Tien, all these, like, people that, like, had, like, you know, serious power and like notoriety, it was like, damn, okay, like stuff is getting serious. Yeah, DKP is the blueprint. I agree. I would agree to that. I mean, honestly, bro, I think DKP low-key might be the best. He actually might be the best, or one of the most like, I think it's like Frieza, DKP. They're probably like the best villains. Like in terms of like, what's the word? I'm blanking, bro. I'm like so shot. Like desire. It's definitely not the right word. If you guys could help me out. Not the stakes they provide, being evil. No, like their want to be evil. Ambition. Ambition is close. But yeah, their reason for being evil. Motive. Thank you. Bro, I'm so shot. I couldn't think of the word motivation. Motive. I think DKP and Frieza have like the best motivation. The best motivation out of all the villains. Cell just wants to do fuck shit. He's literally like that meme where it's like the little boy that's like, I just want to do hood rat shit with my friends. Like that's Cell. And that's low-key Boo as well. Right? They just want to do fuck shit because for fuck shit's sake. Where like Frieza and DKP actually have like a legit motive for what they're doing, right? Doesn't Frieza just do it for the love of the game? Frieza, it's more like he fears the Saiyans. He has to be the strongest. It's an ego thing, right? Where Cell, it's kind of just like, you could argue the same thing to a degree. And then Boo, it's really just like, fuck shit for fuck shit's sake. But, yeah, DKP is also really interesting because he's, like, the other half of, Kami. Which I low-key forget, like, the whole thing about, but, like, it is kind of interesting. Goku Black and Zamasu's motivations. I mean, I think Goku Black and Zamasu is just like, I think sometimes you need a villain that's just evil for being evil's sake. Because I think the trope, I saw somebody post about it, that like they said it was the Zuko effect, where it's like a villain that like reforms and like has a backstory. I feel like a lot of animes kind of fall into that trope. Like they have to have this traumatic back. Sometimes it's cool when a villain is just evil to be evil. Sometimes it's kind of cool. And Zamasu had enough seasoning where, like, I don't care. Like, he's just evil. He's just a bad guy. He just has wrong morals and ideals. Like, Naruto did it way too much. Yeah, I hear that. I hear it. Like, Naruto, I think it depends when you watch Naruto. If Naruto's, like, your first anime, or one of your first, like it was for me, like, I didn't mind it as much. But if, like, you've watched a lot of animes, and then you come into Naruto, you're kind of like, alright, goddamn, bro. Like, I'm sorry your puppy died and now you're evil. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, just stuff like that. But sometimes it's cool when people are just evil for evil's sake. Like, for example, All For One, like in My Hero. Like, bro was just low-key, like, weird and evil. Like, he was just a really twisted guy. And I think that's cool. Like, I think that's cool. How much has the parallel gone up by? I think we're at like 2,200,000. The Joker is the poster child for evil because of evil? Yeah. One Piece, everyone has a sob story. All Form was on demon timing? Yeah. Jamar switching up was the last straw. Geek definitely, he's like, hold, not too much now on One Piece. I mean, I haven't watched One Piece enough to really, like, go to bat for it. I think Cooler would be really cool, no pun intended, if they did another, like, revamp of a villain. Yo, what's good, boo? Alright, guys, we're about 2 hours in for the blue zones. We might actually have more blue zones than red zones this time around. Guys, okay, today I'm being fat. I'm sorry. Wish I could just auto these, dude. Chat. Right now, go. Name your favorite game franchise. Or some of your favorite game franchises. I just want to get a head count. Burnout's pretty based. I didn't think anybody would say Burnout. I'm not super familiar. Sonic, Doom, Sly Cooper, Arkham. Arkham's unique because I feel like, well, I guess there's a couple games like Arkham. Like there's the Shadow of War, Elder Scrolls, Pikmin. So for me, it's probably Sonic. Because that Sonic was like such a formulative like franchise for me. That's like low-key what got me into gaming. Resident Evil, that's pretty based too. Bro, Resident Evil, I low-key, like, if you're like a long-time Resident Evil fan, it's gotta feel so good to have like really like held on to your fandom. Because imagine like, you know, Resident Evil, right? The old games are pretty good. 4, one of the best games ever made, right? I never played it, but that's what I hear, right? 5, not bad, pretty solid. Then 6 comes out, kills your entire franchise. For years, you don't get another game. And then, like, these remakes come out, and then little by little, or like 7 comes out, like, takes over Let's Plays, takes over the internet. And then, like, the remakes come out. And now, like, Resident Evil is, like, a household name. Like, not to say, like, it wasn't respected. Because I think 4 and, like, other games made it respected as, like, a quintessential survival horror. But, like, now, like, it is, like, a game to, like, not fuck with. Yeah, 7 really did wonders for the whole series. But, no, I give a lot of like, Resident Evil is a series I really want to get into. But it's a series I really want to, like, dive into from, like, 1 onward. And I feel like low-key, I want to play the OG 4. Because even before 4 was remade, I hear the OG 4 is one of the best video games ever made. So I kind of want to like play the remake of 1, 2, 3, and then like maybe play OG 4, and then play the remake of 4, and just like experience like the changes. Then 5, I've already played 6. 6 was actually my first Resident Evil. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun co-op experience. But, no, I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, for me, it's Sonic. Sonic was my favorite franchise. Nobody in here said, Nier. Nier is probably one of my... So for me, it's like Sonic, Uncharted, Nier... probably like Mario, maybe Zelda's in there as well somewhere. But Nier, like, bro, Nier, Automata, Like, when I played that in 27, like, I was in college. I guess it wasn't 2017, but when I played it in college, like, 2019 or 2020, it moved me so much. Like, I literally was writing essays about the game in college. Like, it moved me so much. It was just one of those, like, once-in-a-lifetime, like, gaming experiences. That's why I was so pressed when fucking Troops... I was gonna say something really mean. But when his ass fucking played that game and just, like, ripped it to shreds, like it was like a whore at a fucking Las Vegas hotel just to get the plat, fucking spit on the game. And I know he's never ever gonna touch that game again. He spoiled the game, ruined the game for himself. He just got the plat and fucking ran. Like, dude, that is one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. And he went into the debug mode. In that game, you can buy trophies. You can get in-game currency and buy trophies. Go in debug mode, buy all the trophies, see all the endings without the context. He ruined that game for himself. He can never play it the same now. And, dude, that, like, it irks me beyond belief. Like, dude, just fucking play the game. He could have got the plat regularly. Or, like, at least got through the story and then did the debug shit. Oh my god, that bothered me so much. Because that game, I love that game so much, dude. Like, which game? Nier Automata. It's not a perfect game. You have to do a lot of replaying. But, like, if you complete that game, dude, and see all the... Man, fuck this song, man. Pissing me off. I'm trying to, like... be all, like, sentimental and shit. But, dude, that was one of the only games I ever played that actually moved me to tears. Like, I remember beating Nier... Like, bro, I can't talk about this with this fucking stupid-ass song playing, bro. Gotcha would be like... As I'm, like, dumping my heart out. Like, as the credits rolled, the official, like, real credits rolled on Nier Automata, I actually was moved to tears. That's how much that game impacted me. And Troop just, like... Ugh, disgusting what he did to that game, bro. What's talking about? It's perfect music? Yeah. Top 5 music artists? I think my favorite music group is probably A Tribe Called Quest. I don't think I've ever listened... Maybe Atmosphere? It might be like Atmosphere and A Tribe Called Quest, or maybe like my top 1 and 2. I love those groups. Those groups are my favorite. It's between... They're like my top 2. Then probably Kendrick. Maybe like Denzel Curry. And maybe like Thin Lizzy. Yeah, I know Kanye West. Kanye's great, but I didn't grow up on Kanye. But his music, unfortunately, his old music is very good. Kanye was one of those guys where, like, I'm like, he's so far gone and lost it. But people keep saying his music is that good. I'm like, it can't be that good. And I listened to his discography, like his old, like, you know, 2000s, mid-2000s discography. It is that good, bro. Unfortunately, it is that good. It really is. But yeah, I didn't grow up on it, so it's not like... Bro, you know, yeah, Kanye, unfortunately. He's just... I feel like he... From my understanding, after his mom passed, he just truly was not the same person, and I feel like he just was not surrounded by the right people. But who knows? Who knows? He's a grown-ass man at the end of the day, right? But that's the lore I understand. Outkast is really good. Outkast is also very good. So to give you guys an idea, I'm white, right? So like I grew up on, like, you know, rock, any like type of like rock genre. So I didn't really get into hip hop and rap until like maybe like mid high school. I'm not saying you have to, like, you know, not be white, or like if you're white you can't listen to hip hop. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, my background, we were listening to rock, okay? So I kind of discovered hip hop on my own. And the first hip-hop tracks I listened to was this artist called Mega Ran. They've also gone by Random. Basically, what they did, I think their genre is called nerdcore, which is where they rap about video games. Like, I think one of his most popular songs is rapping about Mega Man 2 or something like that. But that was like one of the first rap songs I listened to. I thought it was really cool. And then I found Hold Up by Kendrick. I think it's on Section 8, I think was the album. And I just really like the horns and the vibe and the beat and Kendrick's bars on Hold Up. Section 80. I just really like that track. And after that, I kind of got sold on hip-hop. Hip-hop. I really am white as fuck. I really got sold on hip-hop after that. And then I really wanted to do a deep dive on hip-hop. So I kind of like listened to like the first couple hip-hop songs. I listened to like Sugar Hill Gang. I listened to like, I'm forgetting. I'm gonna do a big jump. You know, of course I listened to like Biggie, Tupac. One of my favorite groups is like Mos Def and Talib Kweli, which is Black Star is really good. NWA, Wu-Tang Clan, stuff like that. But yeah, no, it was just like, because for me, I grew up listening to rock, so hip-hop was just such like a boundless like genre for me that like it felt like it was never like my favorite sound of hip-hop is like kind of like old head, like 90s, like early 2000s, like lyrical storytelling with like cool beats and shit like that. I really love that type of hip-hop. It kind of just speaks to my soul. Like, talk about struggle that I've never had, again, because I'm like, you know, privileged and white and shit. But like, it's just like, it's very introspective, and I think it's just like cool to vibe out to and stuff. But yeah, that's just like my favorite vibe. Oh yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Ujabes or Nujabes. Yeah. I think one of the first lo-fi artists I ever listened to, because I got introduced to lo-fi through Joji, who used to be Pink Guy, because he dropped an album called Chloe Burbank, and his sound and style was like lo-fi. So I looked up like Chloe Burbank or Joji sounding equivalent stuff, and let me look at my lo-fi playlist right now. So I'm gonna see. I gotta find out who it is. Tampa Beats was one of the first lo-fi artists I ever listened to. And I think that, so I listened to lo-fi before I got into hip-hop, but then I realized a lot of lo-fi or lo-fi-like beats is in like old hip-hop or like that type of style that I like. So it was kind of just like me like discovering lo-fi and then hip-hop beats, and some hip-hop beats that I would like would be used in lo-fi, and it was just really cool. It was really, really cool. You know Miles? Isn't he like a troll artist? What about Linkin Park and Green Day? Early 2010s, I had an emo phase where, yeah, I listened to Linkin Park. My favorite artist at the time was Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco was my shit. I, like, lived and breathed. Like, bro, I knew, like, all the words to, I gotta find this one Panic at the Disco track. It's gonna drive me crazy. I Write Sins, Not Trap. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's on that album. It's a really weird song name. Yeah, the song is There's a Good Reason These Tables Are Numbered, Honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. I had that song like memorized. I love that song. But yeah, no, it wasn't closing this goddamn door. But no, I mean, that song was fire too. Any of the pop girlies? I listened to a little Ariana Grande at one point. Did she put out a song called Breathin' that I really liked? At one point. Bro, you wanna know what's crazy? So guys, there's a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood intro that sounds just like House of Memories from Panic at the Disco. I forget what opening it is, but I think it might be like the third or the fourth opening. If you listen to House of Memories and then listen to you know, one of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood openings, it sounds just like House of Memories. Or Memories. I don't know. It's one of the Panic at Disco songs. I just listened to He's Gonna Walkman. Bro, some of the first music I ever listened to was like Game Grumps remixes. I was weird. I didn't listen to music for a long time growing up. I literally was that weird kid that just played games, watched YouTube Let's Plays, and listened to like video game OSTs. And some of the first music I listened to was like Game Grumps remixes. And then I finally like actually started listening to real music. I was a Weird Al kid? Bro, so was I, man. Bro, I remember doing the Legend of Zelda rap from Starbomb, bro. So cringe. You doing any K-pop songs? No, but my friends are big K-pop fans. My friend was a big BTS fan. What we exist in doesn't exist anymore. Bro, I was watching a video and it was like talking about how like, you know, the mid 2010s were like such a different time. We'll never have them again. You wanna know why? Because positivity was pushed way more. Like the song, like Pharrell, he dropped the song Happy, and that was like the #1 song for the longest time. Bro, if somebody dropped a Happy song now, everybody would shit on it, say it's corny and lame. Because what's popular now is hating on shit. And I'll say it, I don't care to get political. It's because of our fucking president, dude. He's a fucking asshole. Yeah, hate is just like, hate is what's in now, dude. Back in the mid-2010s, like, being positive and cute and funny and quirky was fun. Woke, ran, and coming. Now everything is... Now it's rage bait, now it's controversy, now it's like, you know... I don't know, man. Rage bait is funny? Is it? Is it really? I don't know, man. Like, I feel like a little trolling here and there isn't the biggest deal in the world, but... Joy bait. Rage bait is funny for us, not the creator? Bro, it's so crazy to me, because when I was growing up, viewers and chatters wanted to befriend their creators. Like, actually get friendly and, like, be like, oh, hey, it's you. Yo, what's up, man? And now it's like, now people just want to clip farm their favorite creators. They actually don't, like, want to make a meaningful relationship with their creator. They actually just want to clip farm. And I've experienced that in real time myself. But it's not just me, bro. It's everybody now. I also think IRL streaming, bro. I think IRL streaming is so toxic. The only like positive IRL stream, I mean, I don't know. I'm not following that scene that much. I think the only positive IRL streamer that I know that's really, really popular is like Speed. And that's it, bro. Bro, because like kids will be 13 and 14 and 15 watching these streamers have like these girls like twerking and like have these OnlyFans. I'm like, bro, like, bro, when I was growing up, I was watching my creators like crash out and like shit their pants over Amnesia and Happy Wheels and like, I don't know, play The Walking Dead and shit. And now kids are growing up watching these IRL streamers have like OnlyFans girls like in their background. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. A part of me misses like when memes and streaming and gaming was like not mainstream, bro. So I feel like some people have hopped on for the wrong reasons, man. Aiden Ross's cancer. You know what's really sad about Aiden Ross? I watched a documentary about him and his like rise to fame. He actually seemed like a good and genuine person at the start. Like he was a grinder and like nobody believed in him. He had a supportive family and all this shit. It was actually like really heartwarming. And then he kind of just like lost touch, like completely lost touch, like somewhere down the line. And then he like started hanging out with Tate and all this shit. Yeah, no, he's a fucking douchebag, man. Speed is goated. Bro, Speed, I respect Speed so much because I feel like when he started out, he was mega toxic. He was mega toxic, mega brain rot. And I feel like for his age, I feel like he's one of the most like mature content creator. Like, bro, I would say he's honestly low-key even more mature than me. Like sometimes like the way he handles stuff. Like I feel like I wouldn't even handle stuff that he has to handle as good as I could. Like I feel like people don't realize like how many eyes are on him, how much people he sees, like how much he has to keep up appearances in person. Like I feel like he's matured and gotten so much better. Like it is actually crazy the transformation he's had. And I'm at the ripe age of 26 and I feel like he's handled himself better than me. Like I have a lot of respect for him. Yeah, Raikai is an example of a creator that shouldn't be a creator or shouldn't have a platform. Really fat Flashes fans he locked in. If you get up there, you do perfectly. Thing is, I don't want to be that famous, bro. I don't even want to be that successful. I really don't. I would be so down to be at like 500k subs, maybe average like 500 viewers on Twitch. I'm chill, bro. I'm not trying to be like #1 streamer, #1 creator in the world. I'm not trying to change the world, bro. I'm just trying to like have fun making my corner of the internet happy, bro. Making people smile and shit. I really am not trying to like change the world, bro. Like, if I could get a point in my content creation career where I could actually go live and literally stream Piglet's Great Adventure or, like, fucking Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and, like, people will watch and I have, like, 500 viewers and people don't care, like, that's the dream. That's the dream for me. I could kind of just play and upload whatever the hell and, like, people don't care. Like, that is low-key the goal, bro. Neon. Yeah, Neon's another one, bro. That whole circle, dude. That whole circle. Are you like a C-list celebrity? It is very humbling. I need to lock in, bro. I need to lock in, man. I need to be better. I need to be better in response to criticism. I need to be better in response to any flack or just responding to rage bait. I need to be a better person. I need to be a better creator. I need to be a better friend. I don't know. I just wanna do and be better, man. You like Jinxie? I don't really watch his content too much, but from what I've seen, he's pretty funny. When I was first starting out, people were saying I was like the Jinxie of Dragon Ball The Breakers. I didn't really get it at the time. He always falls for rage, dude. Jinxie feels more real now. I remember seeing something where Jinxie was supposed to do something with Kai, and Kai just completely blew him off. And I was just like, bro, that is like... I used to, like, admire Kai and, like his hustle and grind, but I'm not gonna lie. Kai is kind of... I don't know, man. Like, it's possible he could turn stuff around, but, like, I don't look at Kai the same anymore, bro. I really don't. I think he was cool. You know what Kai felt like? It felt like Hot Ones, where like you would get to see celebrities be authentic and their real selves. It almost even felt like Joe Rogan back in the day before Joe Rogan went nutso and super crazy. Like you got to see celebrities and people be real and humble and like be themselves and have fun. Now it all feels commercialized. Like Kai almost feels like the streaming Mr. Beast. And it just feels like it's lost its soul to me. I remember watching when Kai first had Kevin Hart on. I thought it was hilarious. We had John Cena on. I thought it was so good. We had Drewski on. I thought it was so funny. And then I don't know, man. Again, it's tough, dude. It's tough for me to say. Kai is one of the biggest to ever do it. There's a lot of eyes on him. I don't know what that pressure is like, right? I would probably crack under the pressure too. I don't know, man. Like every move he makes is like, you know, underneath a big magnifying glass. But like, you know, I hope he turns things around, but I feel like, you know, in the same vein, it doesn't really feel the same. Yeah, his gaming marathons were cool. I feel like Kai low-key made Elden Ring mainstream. Like, I think Elden Ring was very popular, but I feel like Kai brought Elden Ring to, like, the bow and gun people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he really, like, super made that genre, like, cool to a lot of people that probably would not have checked out that type of game style. Halo stream was not enough to revive Halo. Didn't Kai play Elden Ring a couple years after it came out? Yeah, then he did the DLC and stuff too. I mean, that is fair. I'm not saying Kai himself made Elden Ring mainstream, but I feel like he helped with the wave. But yeah, I think what pissed me off about Elden Ring is that, like, the From Software games were pretty niche and pretty low-key. I think 3 became fairly mainstream, and then Elden Ring took the genre to the next level, and then we got so much Souls-like slop, low-key. But what I hated that the Souls games turn into is like, oh, you use this, you're trash. I can beat the game with my feet with being tied to a chair with a bomb ticking off in the back. It's just like, okay, bro. Like, I hated how it became like a dick flex. That's essentially what Elden Ring became. It just became like a dick stroking contest. It just became very cringe, dude. Because like back in the day, the Souls game, it was like, yo, how did you beat this, dude? Oh, I did that. Like, oh, really? That's how you did that? Like, let me try that. Like, it felt like a community where like eventually the FromSoft games just felt like flexing competitions. Like, that's all it felt like. And it's just like, I don't know, that's kind of corny to me, bro. and then just every game becoming more popular. I mean, that's fair. Dark Souls 1 is the best. So, like, my first Souls game was 2. I hear that's the worst, but I love Dark Souls 2, man. I love Dark Souls 2. Love how optimistic you are on everything. It's funny, because Geek was telling me I was hating on 7th Andy for Legends. You know what? One topic I'm going to talk about to you guys. Were you guys bullied for liking gaming and anime back in the day? Because this is a topic I have with Slay, that he swears that if you were into gaming or anime, you didn't get bullied. He claims that if you got bullied, it was low-key on you or you were weird. For me, if you were into gaming or if you were into anime, you got bullied, bro. Hard. If you didn't like FIFA, if you weren't playing COD, and you played anything else other than those games, like if you played Dragon Quest, Kirby, like shit like that, Sonic, you got clowned. You got clowned, bro. If it wasn't COD or FIFA, you got clowned. You were called a nerd, geek, whatever. Like that's why I didn't get into anime, bro. For the longest time. Is that wrong? You for getting bullied? I'm not trying to make Slay look bad. Like, my point is that, like, Slay was trying to say, like, if you, like, were weird and, like, you made yourself, like, a target to a degree. Obviously, it's not your fault for being bullied. But, like, say, if you, like, go to the bathroom and pee and you, like, you don't hold your pants and you let your pants go to your ankles when you pee, obviously you're gonna get, like, teased for that. I think that's what he was trying to imply. Like, stuff like that, right? Wasn't Pokemon popular? I feel like Pokemon wasn't mainstream till Go. People got bullied for Pokemon when I was a kid. Bro, people would bully over Pokemon, then Go came out, and I would see people that would bully, or like, you know, be bullied about Pokemon Go, and then like, be bullied about Pokemon, then Go came out, and then like, I'm like, you're playing Pokemon Go? I'm like, really? You? It might depend on where you grow up, man. I don't know. Yo, it's good, Var. How you been, pal? I think Pokemon was super popular. Nah, bro. Where I grew up, you got bullied for Pokemon, man. Pokemon was nerd stuff where I grew up. I'm telling you, bro, it was Modern Warfare, Black Ops, FIFA, and 2K. You played much outside of that, you were a nerd and you got bullied, bro. DBZ, yeah, DBC was like the outlier. Yeah, GTA. Yeah, GTA was cool too. Smash Bros. I think the only Nintendo passes were like Mario Kart. People played Mario Kart. And like maybe Smash, like got the pass. But I'm talking mainstream. I'm not talking about like my personal friend circle. I'm talking about like mainstream. Alright, lives in a Disney school sitcom. I mean, bro, y'all lived in like, I don't know, in like Young Sheldon, man. Where everything was happy and go lucky, bro. I don't know. I couldn't imagine a world where like people did not get bullied for like anime and video games. I had too much motion to get bullied. Damn, bro. I guess I didn't have enough motion. Fortnite was popping in my school. I think I was a sophomore or junior when Fortnite came out. So it was Naruto or DBZ. Yeah. I was doing the bullying. Did I get bullied? Not really. I would get clowned on for some gaming stuff. But I don't think I've ever been like hardcore bullied. Thankfully. Which is, you know what people thought when they thought of anime back in the day? They thought of like the romance manga and stuff like that, or like the same sex like love manga and stuff, or anime. Bro, all I'm trying to say is, if I went to school with a Sonic backpack when I was growing up, I would get bullied. If I went to school with a Sonic backpack now, people would be like, yo, that's sick. That's all I'm trying to say, man. But I'm talking like elementary or middle school, man. I'm not talking about high school, dude. Bro, I remember playing Dragon Ball Legends like during my college classes. Seeing people with Paw Patrol backpacks and yeah, nobody cares anymore, bro. Cause like being a nerd and being a geek is mainstream now. That's my point. That's my point. But that's what I would argue with with Slay, because like being a nerd was not cool. You think band kids still get bullied? I remember the band kids I grew up with, they would be like really awkward and play like Cuphead themes. I'd be like, yo, that's kind of cool, but like, also please don't be so weird. But it depends. I think a part of like being clowned on is like social skills, but I don't know what school is like now. I don't know what school is like now. Like, when I was in band, it was like John Cena memes, Cuphead, Family Guy stuff. T-pose, yes. There was some T-posing, yes. Oh yeah, Big Chungus, goddamn. These Nuts, yes, These Nuts was a big one. Bro, I remember somebody brought like a monitor and Fortnite to like one of our classes, like during like near summertime where like we weren't doing anything. I hate Fortnite, bro. I'm sorry. I will never not hate Fortnite. Like, I feel like people think I hate on Fortnite to like be different or be cool. Bro, I hate on Fortnite because I paid for Fortnite. I paid for it. And you're like, how did you pay for Fortnite? Bro, I paid for the Save the World mode. That they abandoned, by the way. And when Fortnite got popular for stealing, you know, the Battle Royale mode, they killed my favorite Epic Games game, which is Paragon. Stealing? Bro, all they did was just add the building to it, man. You know what was really cool, speaking of knowing Ball? So, on Twitter, somebody posted one of the Full Metal Alchemist themes. I don't know if it was the first theme, or the opening, I mean. And I responded, or I quote, retweeted it with Final Fantasy Sonic X. And it's actually, like, doing numbers. Like, bro, that was, like... That was actually the first time I ever heard of an anime intro in my entire life. And I thought it was so raw. Yeah, the dub Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro, yeah, that was also really sick. Bro, I think the first Battle Royale that I ever heard of was the Calling Games. It was the Calling Games. Then it was like PUBG, something Zero. Yeah, then Fortnite like stole it. H1Z1, yeah. And then Fortnite just stole that shit and then like abandoned like what their game was actually going to be. Yeah, I think they tried to make a Calling Games too, but I think it was gonna be like it was like a beta or something. It was like an early access and they were trying to scam people. Ever heard the One Piece 4 Kids intro? Yeah. Hey yo, Luffy. Bum 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 bum. Hey yo. Yeah, I know that theme. Bro, I was an avid 4 Kids watcher, bro. Alright, I think we're so this recording is almost 3 hours. Kurtz is gonna actually skin me alive. I think the Gohan one is the last Bluezone. I think that's everything. Yeah. I think that's everything. I'll quick check. Done. Yeah, there really wasn't that many Bluezones. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, guys. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the talks and discussions. This one was definitely a random one. But leave a like if you enjoyed. We're good now. So when they re-add the red zones and the blue zones, we just have to do the missions, which I guess I could do afterwards. And maybe we'll do the same kind of similar style. But I just want to get the completions on all of the red zones and the blue zones. And I don't know where we started power level wise, but I think we probably got a decent amount. Because I think we got like 500 per completion. So, we did it, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment below your thoughts. And subscribe so I can jump on more videos like these. Catch y'all in the next one. Take care, safe, have fun. Peace out, dude.